As he does every week, Jared calls into the show to help us with our Game of Thrones rewatch. We're going on to season 6, episode 5, excuse me, The Door, which, of course, is an episode all about protection and trust and the game and who can you trust and how do you save people and how do you protect people and who is sacrificed. Has a lot of rich themes like that and a lot of heartbreaking scenes, including the one at the end that it's known for, the death of HODOR. Willis in the show, and we learn the reasons about that. Jared, how you doing? How is this episode hitting you now?
Ooh, yeah, it was a doozy this week, as it always is. You know, since the first time I've watched it to this week, watching it, still gets me at the end. Hold that door, man. Hold that door.
It gets me too, and I was surprised at that. I don't think I've seen this episode in full in 2, 3, maybe even 4 years. I don't know. But I made a point to watch it last night and got to about the halfway point and was loving, that Jorah scene. This is the big Jorah send-off halfway through season 6.
The boy gets some respect on his name.
He gets some respect. I love the scene with Dany saying, I order you to go find a cure. I do think part of my season 7, I love a lot of season 7. There's a little bit of like, all right, I have with some of the plot points being resolved at a little faster pace in season 7, more than 8. I love 8, 6, 7. Every once in a while when I think about it, I go, one more episode might have helped. 2 more episodes, 3 more episodes.
I was going to say, I'll be the greedy bastard and say 10 and 10. 10 and 10 and 10. And the Jorah plotline is part of that too. It happens fast, but it's fine. But that's all at play here. It's all about protection. Everyone in this episode is confronting someone who hasn't protected them. Sansa and Baelish. Sansa kind of stepping into her own there, learning to play the game, lying to Jon Snow. But that's about protection. That's about who can they rally around. Who can you trust? Can you trust Davos? Can you really trust Jon? Can you really trust Sansa if you're Jon? All these things are going on. But Jared, the main event that got me, I got to tell you, I sat there not too long before I sat down to record this, watching it, knowing what's coming. And just the way it was shot, the way it was put together, and even I'll say this: I got transported back to the first time I saw it, and we didn't know this was going to happen. And you look now and you go, some of it's kind of obvious, including the focus on what they call the name in the show, Willis. I know it's different in the books. You can kind of easily go, the Game of Thrones it's doing its thing, where a character gets a monologue, or there's a focus on them before they go out. And you got Sam Coleman. Excellent as young HODOR. Oh, but this show, sorry to cut you off. I was just going to say this show had the best casting overall, but for just quick child actors, they nailed it constantly.
Yeah, they did. And I remember the first time even in a show that, and yes, the story in the books, but just talking about the television world, season 1, the show's like, people die all the way through. And I'm not even talking about Ned Stark. Characters you already kind of got to love and know start dropping a little bit even before then, or bad things start happening. And then Ned happens, and then season 2, more deaths happen. I remember even Yoren. I was heartbroken that Yoren goes. But to come back here, I just got so wrapped up that I never thought that HODOR would be one of the ones that went. So I was shooken. I was shook to my core then, shaken to my core, and I was kind of broken again today, Jared, watching it.
Well, the worst part about it is the fact that it's not HODOR making the sacrifice.
Yes.
It's Bran controlling the situation, and just HODOR is just there, man. He's just there for the ride. And
yeah. And it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking to watch Bran kind of have the realization this entire time, and it's us. I think Bran's the audience's eyes at that moment too.
Mm-hmm. And it adds another theme to this episode of it's all meant to happen already. It's just HODOR has to be HODOR to get them through this point. It's just. In the world of Westeros, it's been decided, bro.
Yeah. Summer going. There's a lot of death in this episode. There's a lot to take. Leaf going, right? That's her name. The Children of the Forest girl. It's been a while. Leaf. I love how it plays out. again, bad things are going to happen, but I don't know why when it happened the first time, I just was convinced everyone was going to be okay, Jared. Just was convinced. No, it's all good down there. They got out of there.
My sweet summer child.
Just 6 seasons in, I was still like, I mean, this is going to go well. They're just going to run, right? They're going to grab the Blood Raven and they're going to go. It's going to be good. What looking back here, what do you, I know Dan and Dave talk about there's a lot of Sansa coming into her own in this season. It is a season of rebirth. And in this episode, she makes some clear-cut choices. And also, as though she is rebuffing, or not rebuffing, but confronting Baelish. Rebuff is too polite of a word. She's confronting Baelish. She also still knows there's value in working with him and knows that Jon and others might not trust that. So she makes a decision to lie to them and specifically lie to Jon. What do you make of that years on, and what did you make of it then?
I do agree. It's definitely watching Sansa grow and understand the game more. She's not being malicious about withholding that information, but she has learned the power of information, what that can do. I mean, I think you said it best, where it's not a question of the information. It's do we trust Littlefinger to bring them Knights of the Vale? Like, is that something Jon would even want to happen? But, Sansa knowing, no, this is going to be a thing. And, I gotta play this right.
Yeah, and she's unfortunately learned through some really horrendous things that we've discussed here on the show that are part of the story, that she's learned perhaps even more than Jon. Jon's learned a different part of the game to me. He's learned a lot, but she's learned a different spot. She's learned what Ned failed to learn. Jon is way more Ned. Way more that Stark than Sansa, and I enjoy that. But a lot of great stuff in this episode. One of the smaller things is the continuation of the Tormund and Brietta Tarth one-sided love affair, played beautifully. The
best look. That bearded man. Just all
the looks and everything.
Oh, it is amazing. This episode also gave me, as much as we love to hate the waif, this gave me my favorite waif moment, and it's a small part during the fight with Arya, when she, has dropped the stick already and she's going back and forth. When she disarms Arya's stick towards the end, she literally gets into a perfect boxing stance, old school, with the Duke straight up, and just gives her the 1, 2, 3. It's just like, that's just that hurt. Like she hit her with the stick, kicked her in the chest. Those she'll get over. It's just the straight Mike Tyson. Oh, yeah.
I'm with you too. At the time, there was a lot of the waif wasn't as popular of a character that came onto the story late in the show's run, and that had a lot to do with the storyline. A lot of people wanted Arya out of there. I think on rewatch, it's fun for me to kind of stay in it a little bit more. I really enjoy her journey there. But the waif was kind of one of these like, who is this? But I think now that Andor is behind us and Faye Marsay as a performer in that show, I think I even enjoy watching her performance more now. Now getting to celebrate her as a performer, I think it's fun to watch the waif work her magic, if you will, in season 6.
Oh yeah, no, she was. I never understood. Like, I understood a little for just like not getting the character, but I always enjoyed watching her originally too, because she's just that fun character to hate. For all my Trekkies out there, she's the Kai Wynn of the show. You just hate her through and through. The actress does it so well that you want nothing but awful things for that character.
Yes, indeed. All right. Well, there you go. Heartbreaking episode. And that could just be Jorah for me. I love that scene. I love everything about it. And I sometimes still relive that moment where he's like, going to go find a cure. And I thought he was going to go die. And he does from a certain point of view. But I enjoy that scene. Jared, thanks so much for the rewatch. We're on to season 6, episode 6, which I actually have no memory of. I can't wait to revisit.
Right? I was actually thinking that myself, because I haven't been watching any of the things, just been going strictly by episode, and I'm like, shit, what does happen next week? But I think we have our young Lena Mormont.
Lena Mormont, yes.
But yeah, that'll be that.